Good afternoon. My name is Petya Vasileva, student from Herzing University. Today my presentation will be over the gender gap pay and more specifically the role of American Association of University Women, a non-profit organization involved in closing the gender gap salary discrimination. In more detail, I will present the issue and give a proposal to the organization on how to change their financial spending and receive a better mission goal. In short description, the social issue of gender salary gap has been present for many centuries. Equality and inclusion are important to have freedom and equal opportunity for all. Even though the United States is known as a country of freedom and equality, the unequal pay gap has been prevalent since early 18th century. The major issue is found between gender groups where men and women receive different salary for the same job performance. In the past, women were paid up to 40 cents less for every dollar a man made. Today, the pay gap is minimized but still existing. Receiving lower salary, women struggle financially and become dependent. Since 1881, a great non-profit organization named American Association of University Women support women to achieve better education, equal salary, and receive equal rights. Do you know what you should be making? In the past, women were mothers who raised several children, prepared the meal, and create comfort in the house for whole family. During World War II, the mother era ended when mother labor was needed in the war industry. Women were both mothers and employees who worked hard but were treated unequally with separate pay scale. During 1950-1960, women who worked full-time job received 59 to 64 cents for every dollar that male earned to perform the same labor. The pay gap has decreased over the year, but is still unfair for women who strive to obtain higher education and work equally among the men. Today, women receive 80 cents for every dollar that any man earned for the same work performance. On average, women lose $10,000 in pay each year due to the pay gap, according to the National Partnership for Women and Family. Today, women strive to have higher level of education and better outcome. Women are receiving lower salary right after college graduation compared to the male with same diploma. Inequality exists and women should know their rights. The American Association of University Women is a non-profit organization with mission to support women to help achieve better education, equal salary, and make their rights known. The organization has 1,700,000 members across the world who are involved in as a staff member or are volunteers. The organization revenue profit mainly come from membership and donation. The main problem seems to be improper revenue spending in order to achieve the organization mission. If the mission is to advance gender equality for women and girls through the research, education, and advocacy, spending should be narrowed to help women education and fight for eliminating the gender pay gap. Several issues exist in the annual tax report of the organization. In 2016, total revenue was 28 million, which makes the organization very profitable, with total expense of 21 million and 7 million are left after revenue expense. The company problem is how to spread the expense to provide more money for education. The organization spent 6 million in outreach to locate women who need support and education help. 4.9 million are spent on research and projects to advance equality for women. 1 million is paid to grant writers, and 2.2 million was given to further education to women who had high education earning postdoctoral or dissertation work. Another 200,000 were spent on outside marketing to promote the organization. The organization paid $400,000 for accounting, management, and $350,000 for IT support. The organization tax support document shows 1.9 million were spent for office expenses. 7 million were given to the organization's salary in 2016, but not much money was spent to lobbying to educate the senators of the pay gap issue. As annual tax report shows, the total expense for the organization of 22 million was not allocated for education promotion and support for women who are unable to achieve any degree due to financial issue. A large problem for the organization is also using financial support to lobby and oppose the Republican senators who vote against equal pay for women. Revising the organization's financial feasibility is largely recommended for company goal success. Twisting money expense, spending, and finding better solutions to minimize other expenses can create positive reaction by providing large support to more women with no education who have no other opportunity other than accepting low-paid jobs without education. For example, $6 million using outreach can be utilized better if a website is created where women could ask for help and explain their needs. In this way, less individuals can work on the project by evaluating the data and narrowing the perimeter of women who need help. Spending less on postdoctoral and dissertation work for women that already have higher education and have large salary to support their further achievement can separate money for other women who have no financial opportunity to begin their education. The money spent for accounting and IT companies to provide support for organization can also be minimized by creating the organizational group of members who have accounting and IT education and experience to provide internal work without spending money for external companies. The $200 given for marketing can be lowered by using mass media for large and faster broadcasting. Today, almost everyone communicates and use social media technology where only a few seconds are necessary for the rest of the world to hear the news. Using Twitter and Facebook can decrease spending on traditional platforms for marketing, which are less effective today. In this way, more women can learn about the existence of the organization and the goals. Connecting with more companies like Luna and Real Hair can lead to better marketing strategy without wasteful spending. Another way is to spend less on public speaking members and giving more opportunity to members who can talk about the experience on equality without paying large amount to public speakers. Hearing the voice for women who face the issue and the way they solve the problem give a more realistic voice to the issue. $2 million were spent on salary paid to company advisors, but only $3.5 million was given to provide further women education. Another $6.9 million was spent on company salaries, which is very large number for a non-profit organization that achieve revenue mostly from donation and none from other production. High staff salaries should be considered toward women education and lobbying only. Spending 1.9 million in office expense is a large number for current time where all communication or information can be stored digitally. Money spent on lobbying and opposing of Republican senators can help to solve the pay gap faster. It is very unfair to the rest of the women that Susan Collins, a Republican senator from Maine, votes against equal pay and loudly disagree for equal pay. Senator Collins paints a picture for women as creating financial burdens for smaller business in their request for equal pay, and this leading to further discrimination. The organization should prevent women who receive higher education and make larger salary from bringing negativism to the organization mission of equal pay and equality. Gender equality is possible if all women accept that inequality exists. American Association of University Women is a great non-profit organization with stunning mission. Revising the financial annual expenses and goal can dramatically change the company's success. Minimizing salary, office expenses, speakers, and advisor spending will give chance to create more assets for education. The ability to educate more women can increase women as a valuable employee. It is important to provide opportunity for education to those who have no other resources to achieve higher level of education on their own. Marketing and broadcasting via social media are integral part of spreading the word today. There are still many women who have no idea that the organization exists. The organization should be involved more with Me Too movement to promote and market the company existence and goal. Make the organization more valuable by using educated women to create marketing, accounting, or IT team for internal support and less external spending. Oppose Republican women senators who are against gender equality. The organization should educate senators on unfair pay. Women are well-educated mothers who work equally arm to arm with all men today. Women are not only mothers, they multitask daily to support their family and provide great qualification at work. Women should not be dependent on someone else's salary. They should be able to pay housing, school, and support their family alone by receiving equal pay and no discrimination. Women who raise children alone should be independent and strong to be a role model for their children to continue the educational thread further in the family. Only with knowledge, every problem can be solved. The organization timeline to revise annual company spending and relocate financial responsibility toward women education should be 1-year timeline. 6 months to create internal IT and accounting team. 4 months to change marketing methods. The organization have great opportunity to achieve the mission goal with allocating total expenses. This proposal has realistic goals and opportunity to give stunning results. Thank you for your time.